Hello, hello everybody. How are we doing today? I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Happy New Year. I don't know if you guys are sitting at home with your friends and family or you guys are out and having fun, but I am glad for anybody that tunes in tonight and checks out this show. I am just making a little bit of dinner for when my husband gets home, and then I will go out and celebrate New Year's Eve. I hope you guys are hungry because this is going to be a delicious pork chop recipe. Hello, Kelly and Karen. How is everyone doing tonight? You guys just take a second and share this live video. I will be doing a giveaway at the end of the show like I always do. Hello, Jill, Rose, Thelma. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, Brent. How are you? Your meal looked delicious earlier today. Hello, Danielle. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Sarah, Linda, I hope you guys are ready to ring in the new year. Yeah, and kiss 2020 goodbye. Hello, Lorelai, Danielle, Deb, Patrick, Beverly. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. Well, since the last time I saw you. Hello, Carol. Happy New Year. Biscoff, how are you guys? Happy New Year's Eve. Hello, Kelly. I am just going to share this video a couple of places. If you guys want to share it too, I would appreciate it. You have your stuff prepped and ready to go, Jennifer. Are you ready for this? Have you ever cooked along live with me before? Tell me to slow the heck down if I am moving too fast. Thank you for sharing, Kelly. Hello, Lynn and Miranda. Patrick, hello. Sarah, hello, sweetie. Tracy, Patricia, hello, Carrie. Happy New Year's, you guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome day so far. I feel like I've been running around with like a chicken with my head cut off, but it will all be for a delicious meal that I am going to make for my husband, who's at work from 4 a.m. Until about 7:30 or 8 tonight. So he works hard, back at work now. Hello, Jessica and Paula, Heather, Vicky, hello, Thelma, how are you? Jason, hello, Wayne and Jennifer, Danielle, Happy New Year's. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Thank you guys for taking the time and tuning in, sharing the live post. We are all here to make this delicious meal. Thank you, Susan. Hello, Cayenne and Lynn. I hope everyone is doing awesome. I just have one more place to share this, and then we will get cooking. I want to make sure this food is done by the time my hubby gets home, so it is nice and warm and ready for him. If I can find the one last place to share this video. And then we will be ready to rock and roll. Thank you for sharing, Patricia. Happy New Year's Eve, you guys. Hello, Sasha and Wayne. Jennifer, you're ready? You did the tree, girl. My goal today was to have Bree come over and help me with all the holiday decorations. And we did a whole bunch of stuff, but the holiday decorations was not one of them. So I'm hoping I will get them down tomorrow. So that I can keep with my tradition of getting them all down by the new year. Hello, Gina. Hello, you guys. Happy New Year's Eve. So you guys know that I got a new tripod light ring for my show. So this is a little different. Normally I have it sitting on my counter, so the angle is going to be a little different. So if there's something you can't see or something that I'm missing, let me know, because it is a learning curve with this new one standing on the floor instead of my counter. Hello, April. Yes, I am live and in color. Yes, Sasha, it's going to be awesome. Hello, Tracy. You guys, I am so ready to make this food. So we are going to get ready. We are going to start prepping our flour mixture for our pork chops. So you're going to want 4 boneless, skinless pork chops. You guys know I love my Butcher Box pork chops. They're thick cut, very, very lean piece of meat, not too much fat around them, which makes them really delicious. You made cinnamon rolls like you did last year. Yummy, that's delicious. Hello, Corrine, how are you? I am just going to find a kitchen towel so that I am not searching for one later in the show. All right, so we are going, still getting used to my eyes. Yes, they look pretty crazy with this light. With how blue they are, they look really, really kind of scary and translucent. But I did turn the light down, so hopefully we won't have a bunch of floating orbs this time, but we might still. All right, so we are going to get ready. We are going to our dredging mixture is what it calls it. In a large bowl, we're going to whisk together flour, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. So we need 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour for this mixture. It's really, really good when you are cooking your pork chops with butter to add this flour mixture to the outside. It makes it full of flavor, and it really helps pack on those seasonings to the outside of your pork chops. Hello, Chris. How are you? Thank you, Maggie. I just bought them today to go with my outfit for tonight. So thank you. I appreciate that. 1/4 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. So I'm just going to use a little bit of garlic powder here. When it comes to garlic, you guys know that I love garlic. So I am going to do probably a heaping 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic powder. Same with the onion powder. I find that you cannot do too much when it comes to these seasonings and your pork chops. So onion powder next, 1/2 teaspoon. Lorelai, look at you coming in here with your science, girl. I did not know that. I actually just for the first time the other day learned that people can have gray eyes, and I never knew that, and that's pretty cool. So 1/2 teaspoon garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of onion, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I'm just going to use my 1/2 teaspoon here since it's already out and dirty. So we're just going to do 2 1/2 teaspoons of our Italian seasoning. You guys know I love my Pampered Chef Italian seasoning. I prefer it over some of the other store-bought ones because I'm not huge into all of the herbs. And this one seems to be pretty light on the herbs, which is nice. Brent, have a good night at work. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Patricia. You guys, these measuring spoons are to die for. They fit perfectly inside of these bottles. I don't know how many of you struggle like I do to stick a measuring spoon, especially once you get up to the tablespoon, to stick it inside of one of these. But these measuring spoons make it a breeze. So we've got all of that in there. And then we are just going to grind up some salt and pepper. You guys know my rule of thumb with salt is you can always add more salt, but you can't take it away. So I'm going to add just a couple grinds of fresh ground pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to douse this in pepper because we love pepper in this family. Bree's kicking up her heels tonight. She works at 7 a.m. tomorrow, but I am going out on the town. My husband's going to spend some quality time with the kiddos since he's been working like crazy lately. I am just going to take this, you guys, nothing fancy. Just mix these seasonings up with your flour. Yes, Lorelai, I did. I got it. Hello, Jamie. How are you? So we've got our flour and seasoning here. I'm going to be surprised if this actually covers all of my pork chops. It doesn't seem like a lot to dredge my pork chops in, but we are going to throw in 2 tablespoons of butter into our cast iron skillet. You can use any skillet that you prefer. I'm going to use my cast iron just because it's one of my bigger skillets that I like cooking with. So we are going to throw in, just make sure I'm doing this right. We are going to heat this on medium-high heat. So medium-high heat, you want it pretty hot to start. What I love about this recipe is it does give you the little pointer that when you're cooking your pork chops, you want to start on medium-high heat. And then when you flip your pork chops, you want to turn your heat down. Since the pan is already up to temperature, it's already really hot. You turn it down when you do the second side so that you don't burn them. Hello, Bree and Terrence, Courtney. Hello, Jamie. 2 tablespoons of butter. Then I'm going to pull out my pork chops and dredge them in our flour mixture. I'm just going to pull off a plate to set my raw pork chops on after I've dredged them. You want to make sure that you've got a plate out as well for when we pull the pork chops off after they have been cooked. So you want 2 plates out right now, one for your pork chops when they are raw and one for your pork chops when they have been cooked. I am just opening these in the sink since there is excess liquid in there. I'm also going to pat these dry so that my flour really sticks to the outside of the pork chop. So I'm going to grab a paper towel and I'm going to just pat both sides of my pork chop dry before putting it in my flour mixture. Like so. I find that it really helps that flour stick to the outside and you don't lose a bunch of excess that has been almost gooped up like glue from the extra liquid that your pork has on it. So do that. And then as this butter is heating up, you want to make sure it gets spread out through your whole pan. because you are going to be sticking these pork chops in there. Remember, you guys, when we're using our cast iron or any kind of skillet and you are cooking a protein, once you set it down on the pan, you don't want to touch it. So make sure you kind of plan out in your mind where you want those pork chops to sit, where they won't be touching each other, and you can easily flip them over and around once they have been cooked. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, so 4 pork chops will leave plenty left over for my husband to take to work. Even with 4 of us, we are the same way. We can't really eat that much of a pork chop. These guys are big, they're hearty, they're good pork chops. But what I love about it, even if you have leftovers, is that a thick pork chop like this is harder to overcook. And there's nothing worse than an overcooked dry pork chop. So that's why I go with the thicker ones, so that I don't have to be as cautious with how long I leave it on the heat, because there really is nothing worse than an overcooked dry pork chop. So that was definitely plenty of flour and seasoning for my pork chops. I'm going to just do one of them over again, make sure we get them nice and coated and seasoned up, because that is all our flavor that we're doing in here. And then we'll have our wine as well. So if you guys are doing this for the first time with me, you're going to want a Chardonnay, a dry, more fruity wine, since we are using cream in this recipe. So you want a Chardonnay. So I went to the store today and got a Chardonnay from the store. It doesn't have to be expensive since we're cooking with it. You don't have to break the bank. I'm going to turn my heat down now, and we are going to throw our pork chops in here carefully, and we are going to sear them for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, like so. Remember, once you set them in that pan, you guys, don't move them around, don't shift them around, don't lift them up at all. Just let them sit there, let them get their nice brown coating, a nice even cook. Let them sit there in that butter for 3 to 4 minutes. You guys know me, I always set my timer because when I'm chatting with you guys, I lose all sense of time. Hello, Miranda and Azuzina. I love pork chops. Pork is my husband's favorite meat besides turkey. So we're going to be doing those tonight. Happy New Year's Eve. Hello, Sheila and Mickey. Carissa, Happy New Year's Eve. Hello, Thelma Powers and Moises, Charlene, Jamie, and Carol. Thank you guys. You guys are so, so sweet. So mine go up to, in increments of 2 up to 10. So I have my heat at a 6 right now, is what I have my pan at. It definitely depends on your pan. Because I'm using cast iron, that's going to retain a lot of heat. So I don't need to keep it up as high as long. Same with stainless steel pans. If you're cooking with a stainless steel pan, lower is always, always better. The higher you cook with, the more likely your meat is going to stick and burn, and you don't want that. So, hello, Lacey. How are you? You guys, take a second, leave a reaction down at the bottom of the post to get entered into the giveaway. We're going to be doing one giveaway today, so make sure you get your reactions in there to get entered into the giveaway. Hello, Heather. How are you? So we are just cooking our pork chops up on this side right now. And then remember, you guys, when you flip them over, reduce the heat down. You probably want to be at a 5 once you flip your pork chop over, a 4 or a 5 on your heat scale out of 10. We are going to remove our plate that had our raw pork on it. You don't want to accidentally set your cooked pork on your raw pork plate. I am going to be using my insulated serving bowl today. This is where I'm going to put my pork while I'm working on the white wine sauce. So instead of sticking it on a plate and trying to wrap it in tin foil, I'm going to put it in my insulated serving bowl, and it should keep it warm while we cook the rest of our sauce for our pork. Happy New Year's Eve, you guys. Yes, Sheila. So the key to a tender, juicy pork chop is the cooking temperature. You do not want to overcook your pork chops. If you're cooking a thin pork chop, it will only take 1 to 2 minutes on each side, bare minimum. Like you don't have to cook it very long. But if you're using a big pork chop like this, 3 to 4 minutes. It's all about the thickness of your pork. less is more when it comes to pork. They actually have changed the temperature of doneness for a pork chop. They actually let you get away with a little lower in temperature as far as the FDA food guidelines go for eating a pork chop. I got bananas and tomatoes. Lobster steak, yum, you guys, that's gonna be so good. So I'm gonna flip these over. They are nice and golden brown here. Be careful. Remember, just set them down and let them sit. So we're gonna turn my heat down to about a 4 so it doesn't overcook. I'm gonna set my timer again for another 4 minutes here. While this is going, so we are going to have 2 more tablespoons of butter ready. So we want 2 more tablespoons of butter for our wine sauce. I have no idea where I put my knife. Oh yeah, I cut the pork open with that. So we'll switch knives here. So 2 tablespoons of butter you want ready to throw in your pan for when these pork chops are all cooked up. So 2 tablespoons of butter here. We are going to do minced garlic. We're going to cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to add flour to the butter mixture and blend it in with the butter. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and 1 tablespoon of flour. Use this flour, it says. So if you have this left over, if you've thrown it away, that's okay. If you've thrown it away, just grab a tablespoon of flour. But if you have this still, you want to use this flour in your butter mixture when this is all done cooking. So we're going to take a tablespoon of the already seasoned flour with our 2 tablespoons of butter.
Hi.
And our garlic. So I have my garlic. Hi, Gray Gray. Come back here if you want to say hi.
Hi.
Come here. Walk to Mama. Watch out for the pan. Walk, bop, 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 bop. There you are. Say hi.
Hi.
Woody. Okay, go watch a movie, baby. I don't want you to get burned. So I've got my 2 cloves of garlic and my garlic press here to have fresh minced garlic in this recipe. Mahi-mahi fillets tonight. Yummy, Sandy. Ham and potato cheesy soup. It was so good, you guys. My ham and cheesy potato soup was so good the last 2 days. Hello, Buffy. How are you? You guys, this insulated bowl is so handy. It's so handy for things like this. Whenever I pull steaks off of the grill and I need to carry them inside and it's cold in North Dakota, I stick them in my insulated serving bowl and carry them in, and I don't have to worry about them being exposed to the -degree weather that I'm walking through. So we've got our butter ready, our flour. We want our garlic ready. So once it is done, we're going to add our butter and our garlic, cook it until it's nice and fragrant in the pan. Then we're going to add in our flour mixture and blend it in with the butter. Then we're going to pour in our wine on medium heat for a minute, add our chicken stock and our heavy cream. So we need to get our chicken stock out. We want half a cup, thank you baby, half a cup of chicken stock. So I am going to get this ready. I'm going to heat up a half a cup of water. Just watch out, please, honey. It's really hot. I am going to stick this in the microwave and heat up my half a cup of water to put my chicken bouillon in. So it'll be half a teaspoon of this. If you've got chicken stock, if you've got chicken broth already in the box or container, that will work too for this recipe. Cloverdale teardrop, that sounds delicious. Hello, Macy and Pam. Lynn, hello. Happy New Year's Eve, you guys. Oh, Linda, that's not good. Hello, Yvonne and Patty. So we're almost done here. The timer's going to go off. And then we'll put our pork chops in our insulated bowl. We'll throw our butter in and our garlic. Okay, butter and garlic go next. Yes, I had so much ham left over. I made soup on Tuesday as well. Eggs Benedict for New Year's Day. That sounds delicious. So we are going to pull our pork chops here in a second. Hi, baby. Looking good, looking good. That was my pork chop primer. So I'm going to pull these off and put them in my insulated serving bowl. Let them stay nice and warm. My heat is still at about a 4 or 5 on my pan. We're gonna throw in our 2 tablespoons of butter, and we are going to mince our garlic here. So it says to mince 2 cloves of garlic into your pan and cook it until it's nice and fragrant. Just like that, you guys, is so easy. I love this garlic press. It saves on so much time you don't even have to peel the garlic. You guys know me, I'm getting every last drop of garlic out of this clove here. Cook it until it's nice and fragrant. Grabbing a spatula. Ooh, I just splattered that all over my iPad screen. Just cook it. I am actually going to turn my heat down. My cast iron is holding a lot of heat, so I've turned my heat down to 2. Don't need too much. I'm going to add in my tablespoon of flour now. This is the flour that I dredged my pork chops in, so it has that Italian seasoning in there. Got the onion and the garlic powder. Get that nice and in there. This is going to be your thickening agent. This is going to be your roux. This is what's going to give you a nice and creamy white wine sauce for our pork chops. So get that, let that cook for another couple minutes. I gotta get this off of my screen. Here we go. There we go. Blend it in with your butter. It will start to thicken on you, and that's what you want. Your butter and all of those drippings from your pork chop. If you're using cast iron, don't do what I did and burn your hand. Here we go. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. So now we need a half a cup of dry white wine. So this is the white wine that I chose today, you guys. $5 at the liquor store. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, nothing expensive. You just want a good dry white wine. So we want half a cup here. I think this is 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to do 2 of these and let that cook for about a minute. And that's with my heat down as low as it goes on the stove. So you don't need it too hot right now. You're gonna let this cook. This is gonna cook off the alcohol. So if you aren't a drinker, you don't have to worry about it, you guys. It will cook off that alcohol, and you won't be having to worry about that. Making my chicken stock here, just mixing in my half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon into my water. So we have our white wine in here. Then we're gonna add in our chicken stock and our heavy cream. So make sure you have your heavy cream out, Jessica. I hope you are keeping up and I'm not leaving you in the dust here. So we're just mixing in my chicken stock. We're gonna add chicken stock and heavy cream, and we want our lemon out and ready. So half a cup of chicken stock, half a cup of cream. I'm gonna pour this in here. So that's half a cup of chicken stock. Feel free to use your spatula and kind of smash down some of those yummy flavor bits, those little pieces of flour that have all that seasoning in there. So we've got that. Now we're gonna add our half a cup of heavy cream. Let that cook up nice and good here. Yummy. It smells so good, you guys. If you could only have smell-o-vision right now. So I've got my lemon here. Open this up. Roll it on your counter a little bit. Loosen up those little pods of juice in there. Cut your lemon in half. Watch out for any seeds. And we're going to do about 1/4 of lemon. Squeeze it in there. Just a little bit of citrus to cut through some of that wine and cream. I'm going to just do one little squeeze more. There we go. Smells so good, you guys. All right, so we've got that in there. All right, lemon in here. You can add your fresh thyme now and some Italian seasoning if you need to. I had quite a bit still in my flour, so I'm not gonna add any thyme or Italian seasoning to this part, but you definitely can. So you can use more broth, you can use white wine vinegar, or there's one other one. I did put it in the comment section of the recipe that I shared. In the comment section, there's 3 alternatives if you don't have white wine. Yum, ribeyes and crab legs. Yes, I gave a couple of substitutions on the recipe post in the comment section. There, it might not be on the original post, but I can definitely put it in there. But white wine vinegar was one of them. And then if you use more chicken broth, just make sure that you use more lemon as well, because that is the fruit that we're getting, from the wine. We will need to replace the fruit from the chicken stock if you're not using the white wine. Like I said, you guys, the wine cooks off, so you don't have to worry about that if you're feeding it to kids or anybody that isn't a heavy drinker. That was the other one. Thank you, Deb. Is rice vinegar was the third one that you can use instead. So we've got this. Like I said, add more thyme and Italian seasoning if you want to. If you look up close with mine, you guys, it is very seasoned. I'm not going to overdo it with the Italian seasoning. I'm just not a huge fan of all those herbs in there. So we're going to let it simmer here for about 2 to 3 minutes. Just a very, very light simmer. You can taste test it and add more seasonings if you feel that it needs it. Nothing wrong with just dipping the back of your spoon into the sauce and trying it out to see if it is up to par for you. So we've got this. Heat is nice and low here. And that's it, you guys. So that sauce is ready. We're gonna throw our pork chops in there on a very, very low heat and just let that sauce kind of come up around it. Since my pork chops are on the thicker side, mine do still need some more cooking. So that is what my final step is. If you've got thinner pork chops, just stick them in this pan and serve them. You don't need to set them for very long in this heat. I am going to use my kitchen thermometer and I am going to stick it in one of my thicker pork chops to get a feel for the temperature so that I am not trying to guess or to cut one open or anything like that. So I'm going to take my pork chops and I'm going to lay them back in this yummy bed of sauce and let them cook. If yours are already cooked up to temperature, you're just going to want to warm them up in this sauce and then they're ready to go to be served. So I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to let my pork chop come up to temperature. I've got just a little ways to go. Mine have about 35 more degrees to cook. So I'm just going to stick this here, make sure the cord is out of the way and not on the heat source so it doesn't melt. So we have our pork chops there, very, very low heat. And now we are going to do our giveaway winner, pull off the names, and do our giveaway here in a second. Stick this up here. Make sure my probe is in the right spot. Okay. Really, really low heat here, nothing crazy. You can take this time to make your rice or your broccoli or whatever you're gonna serve as the side for this dish. I'm gonna do my giveaway and then I'm gonna pop off and get my rice and broccoli ready for my side dishes. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have just some rice, you guys, nothing fancy. My family loves rice-a-roni, so we're just doing cheddar broccoli rice-a-roni with steamed broccoli. You can do mashed potatoes and stuff like that. You can serve it just the way it is without any sides. Totally up to you. Anything would be delicious. I know it. Yes, you guys, I see all of you. Just make sure you're hitting that reaction down there. I am just hitting refresh right now and and then I will pull the names. Yes, Lorelai, broth will work. Broth with some extra lemon in there. I actually don't drink wine. I do cook with it. Yes, so the consistency of the sauce, Jennifer, if you feel like it needs to thicken, you can add some more of your flour mixture. Let me tilt this light back over here. Hold on. So that we can see. It's not too thick. If you see here, as it cools down, it will thicken for you. If you want to add more flour in, you definitely can. But it is a very drizzling sauce, nothing crazy. But like I said, if you prefer a thicker sauce, just add a little bit more of your flour in there. Mix it up with a little bit of heavy cream first. A little bit of heavy cream with your leftover flour. Just add, a teaspoon at a time. Let it cook down and see if that gives you the thickness that you want. If that's how you want it, I'm going to keep mine nice and thin so that we can drizzle it over our rice. Kingston, Grayson, too loud, babies. They lasted a really long time though. Nope. If I drink wine, it's the Moscato, and it's really, really sweet. It's like apple juice because I really don't like wine. It's dry. It dries my mouth out. It makes me sleepy. I'm definitely not a wine drinker. I am a tequila girl and a rum girl. Yes, Jennifer, you are welcome. I'm going to pull these names off if my computer stops freezing, and then we can do our giveaway. Just one giveaway today. I know a lot of you are out having fun for New Year's Eve, and I totally understand. Thank you for those who tuned in. Jennifer, please let me know if you like this meal or not. I will definitely let you guys know what the hubby thought of it when he gets home from work. For whatever reason, my computer does not like me today. I'm an ice water girl. I like it, Susan. I really don't drink often at all. We have liquor in our house that we've had in our house for 6 years now. But I do like to go out and hang with friends out at the bar every once in a while. Make me feel like a human being and not just a mama. I am going to flip my pork chops over. Let that second side get nice and marinated in this white wine sauce while my computer thinks about its life a little bit. There we go. My pork chops are almost done. They're almost at 145 degrees, and then I should be good to go. We had a great Christmas, you guys. Very, very blessed. Wish my dad could have been here, but he is about to move and didn't want to travel and try and move at the same time. The spinach dip Christmas tree, but it turned into a wreath because they were out of pizza crust. But it was gone within 2 minutes. That's awesome, Miranda. You guys, that Christmas tree wreath, if you make it into all different shapes and sizes, it's delicious no matter what way you serve it. Okay, my computer is finally paying attention so that I can pull the names off and we can do the giveaway. Lorelai, that's probably the safest thing to do, but our bars are not. They closed, they started closing early at like 10 or something, and they quit doing that too, so now they're open until regular bar close. North Dakota and South Dakota are the states that are trying to somehow prove that herd immunity works, so Godspeed for that. He is not. My dad is not moving close to me, at least not yet. His plan is to move close when he retires, but he is in Houston, Texas now. He's been in Texas for several years now, and before that he was in New Orleans. He's always moving around, keeping it fresh and exciting for himself. All right, so sort these names, and then I'm going to pull off the ones that have already won this month, and then we will get to the giveaway. 97 people entered into the giveaway today. All right. Kingston, buddy, please be nice. It's okay, honey. I just need you to be nice to your brother. Okay, we are almost done here. Pulling off the names of people that have already won. Do, 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 do. All right, last couple names here. And last one. We are good to go here. All right, you guys. We are going to do our giveaway now. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Toasting in the year with eggnog. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Hello, Lacey. They're trying. They're definitely trying. Yep, a lot of our restaurants close early. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Vaccines are going out. Yes. Okay. Hello, April. Cinnamon rolls this year. I almost rolled them up the wrong way last time. So funny. All right, you guys. So I am going to pick the number tonight, which never happens. And I'm going to pick the number 4. It is my lucky number. So whoever wins tonight is the lucky, lucky duck. Yes, roasting 2020. I believe it. All right, you guys. Remember, if your name's pulled, it doesn't necessarily mean you've won. It has to be pulled on the number I pick, which is 4. And you do need to be present to win. I don't know who that is, but whoever they are, cheers. Red rum. Number 2. Number 3. And our winner tonight, number 4, Heather. Heather, congratulations, Heather. You are our winner, chicken dinner. I think you won recently too, which is awesome because you have been keeping me straight in my show forever. All right, you guys. So Heather, if you are here, please comment. Comment that you are here. Congratulations, Heather. If you are here, please comment. If you guys see her comment, please like the comment so that I can see it. Sometimes I miss it. Let me check on my pork here. Perfect temperature. So I'm gonna pull these off of the stove and set them here so that I can cook up our rice. Here we go. Yummy, yummy. Heather. Did she comment, you guys, and I just didn't see it? It's possible that it filtered it. Heather hasn't commented, so she probably got distracted by her kid. So we're gonna have to pull another name. She's gonna be so sad, but rules are rules. All right, you guys, give her another 15 seconds. Sorry, Gage. I didn't know you were standing right there. All right, you guys, we're gonna pull one more name. Get my cord away from this hot pan. All right, you guys. So our second winner, Karen Erickson. Karen Erickson, please comment that you are here to claim your prize. Karen Erickson, please comment that you are here to claim your prize. Karen Erickson, please comment that you are here to claim your prize. Karen Erickson. She is here. Congratulations, Karen. Please message me. It doesn't matter. Personal, Facebook, Mom Fueling Hungry Boys, Pampered Chef page. Just message me your first name, your last name, your shipping information. I can't ship to P.O. boxes, so make sure it is your house address, phone number, and email. I do need phone number and email so that they are under your name. If in case anything happens, the warranty is under your name. So congratulations, Karen. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope you guys have a blast. This meal know looks and smells delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will post a picture when the rice and broccoli are all done. Have a great new year, you guys. Bye.